Studio. I'm Jessica Putnam-Phillips of Clayscapes, and we are going to have so much fun tonight. We have a broadcast where we're going to be giving away 4 6-packs of glazes. That's 24 glazes. 4 lucky winners, 4 envelopes, 4 names I will be drawing. Well, they've been drawn. They're in here. The winners are in these envelopes, and we're going to find out in just a minute. So if you've been following the last few weeks, I've been teaching you how to glaze. Last week we went ahead and we glazed most of the pieces you see right here before me, and I showed you how to apply your glaze, dipping and pouring. We also did some brush-on glazes the week before. We did some plates and things. Now Clayscapes Pottery does glazes that are brush-on, and they have a line of dippable glazes as well. So if you're someone who really likes to brush your glazes on, they've well. Cause no trouble. Leave me alone, works out perfectly. So the app I've got a technical there he went. So we're going to be talked about glazes last week. I showed you some glazes, and we talked about layering, and we actually did a little tutorial, and I showed you how to do it. This week I thought what we'd do is I can still show you some glazes, but after we announce the winners, I thought, oh, there he is. There's the hornet. It's going to land on me. Please don't sting me. So we're going to talk about glazes. So if you have Glaze Q&A, if you're having glaze issues, you have glaze questions, glaze problems, or just want to know about glazes, now's your chance. That's what I'm here for. So I'm here to give you some glaze info and to give some glazes away. So I think we're still working on everything. Where are we with the technical aspect down there?
I'm trying to sort it out.
We are sorting it out. Can you tell me where I am right now? We are on Instagram. Are we good on Facebook? Are we good on YouTube? So this is the fun side of live broadcasting. When you decide to do live broadcasting to, let's see, Instagram, Facebook, Clayshare.com, Vimeo.com, our app, and YouTube, that's 6 platforms. Sometimes there's a little technical glitch. So we're working on it. But you know what? Everybody on Instagram can watch. You can't find the Facebook feed. So it looks like all my Insta folks, you're the only ones getting the broadcast right now. We're working on it. So I don't know if you need to reboot everything. I don't do the tech stuff, you know. I just make the pots and teach and give stuff away. That's what I do. So that's what we'll be doing. That's what we'll be doing tonight. And you know, this is how it is. We're kind of reliant on technology, and we live in rural Vermont. So the internet here could just decide to say, nah, not today, lady. You don't get to have a broadcast. So we just never know what's going to happen. We just kind of go with it. So we could talk about glazes. Give me your glaze questions. I see there's folks here. So I see you waving. I see you saying hi. And let me know that the Facebook feed's not up, which that's really helpful for us because we're trying to troubleshoot everything and figure out what is going on. So we'll talk about glazes. You know, we can talk about a little bit about Celadon glazes. Celadon glazes are translucent glazes. They're really great for when you want to show off your texture. So this is just an amber Celadon glaze that's been applied to the surface here. And then I put a second glaze, which is called cream. That's like a white glaze on top. And what I've done is, you know, given a little texture and a little bit of a highlight of another color on the rim, but you can really see all of that beautiful pattern that's in the plate. And you can have plates that have a bit of texture, and they're perfectly fine for eating off of. I get asked a lot about, if I use these and food dries on, is it harder to clean? They are no harder to clean than just plain smooth plates. You just soak them, and then you just wash them like you normally wash them. And I really like the look of a pattern in there, but if you don't like it, you don't have to do it. You could do a plain smooth plate like this one right here. So this is just a wheel thrown plate that I made. And the glazes on this are also from Clayscapes Pottery. They are their pitch black glaze. And then that cream glaze, the same cream glaze I put on the rim of this slab built plate, I used here. And look what it does when you put it on top of black. And so I just dipped the sides in the cream and I left this center just solid black, but I could have put it on the entire surface and had this kind of beautiful breaking pattern that I'm having there. It's sometimes called an oil spot pattern, sometimes called hair fur or waterfall. It just depends on how it's breaking. And then if you look at the back, you got that on the rim too. So on the back of the plate, we have that really nice, oh, this side too.
We got YouTube.
Look how beautiful that is. So you get that gorgeousness when you over dip. And I have found with Clayscapes glazes, they're pitch black and their shadow blue glazes on plates are so good with cream on top. So good. So I see everybody coming in. YouTube's live. Hi. So, you know, my intro probably got cut off. So everybody joining in, just want to say hi, welcome to the broadcast. I'm Jessica Putnam-Phillips from Clayshare. We're doing the giveaway tonight where we're giving away to 4 lucky winners 6 packs of Clayscapes Pottery glazes. Now they come in, I should say 6 packs, but those packs are actually boxes. So each winner is going to get 6 boxes of glaze. And the glaze colors, because I know you want to know what colors they are my spearmint. So that's this beautiful spearmint green that's on the top. And here it is on a speckled clay. That's that spearmint on top. And then while we're at it, this blue, that's my lake blue. You get that. That's what is in the giveaway. Cobblestone, which is my gray, that's the bottom. So that beautiful gray color that's on the bottom of this mug, that is one. My chun blue, here it is on porcelain. Beautiful. It's the color of the sky after summer rain. I didn't say it was that. A Chinese emperor said it was that. So I'll use his words from the Sung Dynasty. That's how they described chun blue, which is a very ancient glaze. This is just my version of it based on that historical glaze. So when you're looking at this, you're seeing a glaze that is very similar to one that would have been around a few, 1,000 years ago. Kind of a little bit old, but still just as fabulous. Also will be the cream that's in the giveaway. So here's the cream glaze on a speckled clay. And you see how I left the bottom empty? So it's like the naked bottom clay and then glaze on the inside. So like to know the results of glazes when fired on white clay at cone 6 opposite cone 5. For my chun, very similar. Very, very similar. My chun can go to cone 8 as a matter of fact. So if you're firing my chun blue, you can go higher. And these glazes I fire at cone 5 right now in my studio because the clay I'm using is Laguna B-Mix 5 and it really likes cone 5. But you can go hotter. If you're using a clay that likes cone 6, go hotter. If you are using a clay that likes cone 7, go to cone 7. Just give it a test and see how it will look. As with any glaze, no matter who makes it, you should always do a small piece that you've tested it on to see how it looks and if you even like the result on your clay and at the temperature you fire it to. So glazes have a little more of a window of variability, like where you can fire them, than clay does. Clay vitrifies, so it becomes matured and seals itself at a certain temperature, and that's really what you want to fire to. So Laguna B-Mix, this clay here, that's that white clay, well it's a cream actually, but it's a light clay. This really likes cone 5. This is where you need to go with B-Mix. If you push it a little hotter, like cone 6, you'll probably be okay. Go to cone 7, you can get what's called bloating, which is like, it looks like air bubbles are trying to push their way out of the clay. It sort of expands. So it just depends on the clay you're using. Now, I don't know if I have, I do have. So this clay is from Georgie's. It's called their dark chocolate clay. The white in the middle is actually white underglaze that I applied so I could sign it. but the clay color is actually that beautiful, rich, dark color. And this clay here really likes cone 4, cone 5. I fire it to 5. But if you start going to 6 with it, it will try to bloat on you. So dark clays sometimes do that. You go to a hot cone 6 at Clayscapes and they all work great. That's right. So a hot cone 6 is getting pretty close to cone 7. So here we have a wide firing range because you could do cone 5, cone 6, close to 7 with the Clayscapes glaze. So just test them. What usually happens when you fire a glaze hotter than recommended or a little hotter than most people do is a couple things. It'll flux more, which means it will melt more. You'll get more running. That's not a bad thing. Often you might want that because it has a really cool look. The other thing that can tend to happen is with brighter colors, sometimes your colors could fade out a little bit. So those are the things that'll happen if you go a little too hot with your glaze. If you go really hot, it could melt a lot and then stick to your kiln shelf. So just keep that in mind. When you go hotter, just be mindful that it might run a little more. Will my chun go with Amico? Yeah, it's a really fabulous, it's not a satin, it's a gloss, but it's not a super high gloss. It's a translucent glaze, but it has zinc in it. So the thing about glazes with zinc is you never know what's going to happen until you test them out. Now, I've layered my chun on many, many glazes, and it looks great. I haven't found any that they don't get along, but you'll want to do your own test with your own glazes. But yes, you can put it on the chun. You can put the chun on Amico, but I will tell you, Amico's obsidian, it looks good, but Clayscapes Pitch Black, it looks amazing. So I'm just putting that out there. So you were on the app and your iPhone and it never came live, right? So there's a little technical issue with the app.
We cannot get.
We can't get on the app?
We're getting to right now is YouTube.
We're only on YouTube and Instagram tonight. And I don't know why that is. Do you need to stop and refresh and try again? Or are we just going to go with you all? I don't know.
If I stop this that I've got, I'm going to have to go and reset everything.
So that's so weird that it's just acting up. But anyhow, we'll find a way. The other option I have is I have my iPad. I can swivel that around. We can put Facebook on through the iPad. And that at least lets Facebook be a part of it. But it's a shame that ClayShare, the actual website, you were recording this though. So we're capturing this. So we'll put it up after for everybody, but the live's not going to happen. So we could swivel it around and do that. Everyone knows where I stream and they can find you. That's right. They know where to find me. They know where I am. Yeah, the chun is, here it is on dark clay. Here it is on porcelain. It's a little different on each clay. Gorgeous results, just the same. All right. So I don't know about you, I'm letting everybody come on in because I always like to give everyone a chance to show up for the drawing so they don't miss it. And I'm going to go ahead and I think we should put Facebook on here, and that way at least the Facebook folks can be on the ClayShare page. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll do the drawing and that'll give everybody a chance. So another thing I love about using Celadon glazes is you can use
So you're on
underglaze
there.
decals. I don't know if you can really see it, but there is an underglaze decal on here. There it is, snowflake. And there's one here. And so when you look at them, you can see that in the blue, it fluxed a little more than in the gray, meaning it melted and smeared a little bit more. But I'll hold on, everybody. I guess I'll be setting up the broadcast on the iPad and leave the camera. All right, so we're going to get that set up so that we can do that, so we can go on Facebook and we can have this happen. So how do you sign up for the drawings? It's a good question and it's super easy. Pitch Black with the chun when I get a chance. Oh, where is that? So here's the thing, that mug belongs to one of my daughters and I actually don't have it in the studio because it's hers, it's in the house. And when I asked to borrow it last time, she was begrudging and she let me borrow it for a broadcast. But lately it's like not in the kitchen. She sort of hid it, so I can't even grab it. But my chun on pitch, oh, you know what? Hold on. Everybody, sit tight. I know where one is. I got one out here. That's right. I got it. Hold on. Got to figure out where I put it. There it is. All right, so you get to listen to me walk around my studio. And here we go. So here is Chun on pitch black. Look at that. Is that not a stunner? So the Amico Obsidian, I've done tests with my Chun on top of it, and for whatever reason, it the Chun isn't as bright blue as it is on the Clayscapes pitch black, and I'm not sure why that happens, but it does. I don't know why it happens. It just does. It just happens. So I know I'm not on the Clayshare app. I did just start a Facebook. Hi, Facebook. Everybody on Facebook, I'm sorry, I'll have to adjust your camera since you cannot see the table at all.
I can't see.
There we go. Let's get you down here so you can see what's going on. How's that? Is that better? Ha! It's better. At least we're here on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Clayshare, folks, we are recording this and we'll be putting this up later. It's you know, sometimes it just happens. You love the rolling pin holder. Isn't that a handy thing to have in the studio? It really is. So hi everybody everybody's that's joining us on Facebook. We're having a little technical difficulty on the app. I'm not sure what's going on with that there. We are working our best to get that up. It is, you know, being a bit of a struggle. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get that up, but I don't want to hold the broadcast, so we're going to do this. And I am on YouTube. If you folks are watching on Facebook and you're like, I want to see the big, good reflexes there. Did y'all see that? If you want to see the big screen, go to